Barron Trump. So if you can pull up this picture, Rob, that went viral with Justin Waller posted it. This is the picture that was posted. Can you go to his tweet?
Dude.
Go to Justin Waller's Twitter account. So this was, if you go to Justin Waller's Twitter account, right there, he posts this picture, okay, which gets, how many views does it get? Go to the bottom. 42 million. Holy shit, he gets 42 million views. So this is a picture of Kobe to the left.
The man.
And then you got Justin with the chest hair to the second to the left. He looks like a Brad Pitt guy, good guy. Then you got the short guy in the middle, Barron Trump. Yeah, he's 6'7", okay, 6'7". Then it's me, then it's Bo. And Bo and Barron are best friends. I think Bo's father is a senator, ex-senator, I believe. Go to the...
Missouri, yep.
Rob, can you go back to the reaction people had towards this picture, the guy that reacted to it with clothes? If you can just go to my account, you'll be able to see him at the top, how he broke down everybody. I mean, this was like a clinic, what this guy did. Go a little bit more right there, right there. Okay, so this guy, Derek Gray, just click on his account.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, so this guy, keep going down until you see him breaking all of it down. I mean, the feedback he gives... Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Let's see. Hopefully this guy doesn't tweet like 700 times a day. Apparently he does. Keep going.
Oh, man.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, so he's one of those. Okay, right there. Here we go. Break it down. Go to it. And go to the bottom where he's commenting on everybody. Oh, this isn't the one. You got to go back one before this. And keep going. You'll see it. You'll see it. Okay, so here goes. So he comments here, finally, jacket and trousers should always work together to form harmonious whole. When trousers are too low, rise and tapered like this, they look at odds with the coat. Okay, cool. Let's see the next one. So this is Patrick's outfit here is pretty good, except for a critical part. Ready, Patrick? Listen up. The jacket's collar should always hug your neck. What is the matter with you?
Patrick, I tell you this all the time.
It's difficult to judge why a jacket isn't hugging a person's neckline. Go a little lower. Let's see what he does. He doesn't hold back on anybody, by the way. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. Okay, here we go. He goes after shoes. Although you don't always have to choose classic footwear, doing so will provide you with the guardrails against falling into stuff like this. Two-tone tassel, driving mocks, and double monks. Anyway, so, okay, keep going to the next one. Let's see what he does next. Dude, like, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, here we go with the jackets. The shoulders and sleeves on the purple suit are too small, making the person look like he's about to burst out of his coat. The second coat doesn't even look like it can be fastened. Both men are wearing trousers that are too narrow and tapered. Okay, all right, so listen, apparently he's a guy that people listen to when it comes onto the space. But let's go back to this picture.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a podcast. Wow. I get an email saying Barron Trump wants to have dinner with you because he follows the content. I'm like, okay, Sam, can you verify this? Sam makes a few phone calls, says, no, it's real. That's the day we did the podcast with Stephen A. Smith. So I said, I won't be able to make it because we're doing dinner. They asked 7 o'clock. They said they changed. They're willing to do 8:30. I said, okay. We finished with Stephen A. Me, you, and Tom. We head up there. Tom meets us there. Me and you drive up there, right? Yep. With the top down and your hair is all messed up.
My hair is like a crazy person.
We get there, and Barron comes out, and we go sit down and have dinner with Barron. Now, you got to realize, I'm so curious who this kid is, right? He just turned 18 years old, March 20th. And so you're watching him. So what are you going to be doing? You're going to go to school. You're going to do this. And he's kind of going through the whole process, what he's not going to be doing, what he's going to be doing. I've never seen Tom laugh this hard for an hour and a half. Tom is one of those guys that if we go to dinner, no one's going to talk more than Tom. And Tom can go. He's a professional talker, and he's going to give you a lot of history lessons, everything, because he's so well read. He's a modern-day Wikipedia. The living Wikipedia is Tom Ellsworth. Yeah. If Wikipedia goes out of business, we're all safe here. We're good.
Check Tom.
Tom didn't say a single word.
Yep.
Nothing, Jesse. For an hour and a half, and we just watched Barron run dinner with stories, entertainment, everything. What was your experience watching that?
Because mind you, he's 18. You know what I was doing when I was 18? I was in the military. I was acting like a freaking maniac. Witty, smart, hilarious, like he was smart on politics. He's like, everybody's always going to fight. There's left, there's right. I think one of the hardest I laughed is when he goes, look, because all of a sudden the music just comes on loud, right, Jesse? And we're like, what the hell is that? He's like, my freaking dad's the DJ. All you see is the president on his iPad, the lights in his face.
Nothing compares.
Play Sinead O'Connor.
Compares to you. Like, are we really playing?
And I love it because you look back and it's Donald Trump, the light on his thing, and Barron's like, guys, like I'll be in my room and the house is shaking. Like my dad plays the music loud. But going back to Barron, like what a good head on his shoulders, professional. Then at the end, he was like, Vinny, whenever you guys want to come dinner, whenever you want to come, blah, 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 you hit me up. He goes, you know what I like? You know
amazing,
what I like about amazing.
One of the stories he told. So I don't know who starts telling the story, saying, yeah, my dad comes from trailer homes and
Bo, it was Bo. Bo was like, yeah.
And Kobe and this and this and that. And everybody's kind of talking about their sob story. Yeah. And then Barron's like, yeah, same here. I mean, I was born in a penthouse of a building all the way at the top. Life was hard. Talked about being fed by a silver spoon. Dude. Who would ever eat food with a silver spoon? Mine was gold.
But
that was my question for you, Vinny.
Yeah. You know what's really interesting? It was, you would think, what was making me laughing was just honest life anecdotes about family. And it was just cracking me up. He was a kid. He wasn't snide. He wasn't telling dirty jokes. He was very, very balanced, talking about getting ready to go to college, talking about where he could make shift colleges if his dad's job changes and things like this. And just going through it, it was cracking me up. And then he was there with a buddy, his friend Bo. They were talking about their little life adventures together and how
Bo broke his bone.
We don't need to go into all the stories, but
no. We're not going to go into the detail, but Bo gets hurt and he's talking about, going through things like that. But I found an incredibly balanced, engaging, very witty, funny guy. And I really came away really liking the guy a lot.
Tough. To me, it was witty,
I was busting up.
Sharp, funny, sarcastic, tough. Not weak, hey,
grounded.
They said the other day it's officially a fair game to come after me.
Good.
I don't care. Good, do it. Yeah. I get it. They've gone and done it to every kid. What's the difference? Why should I? It was very interesting the way he handled himself.
And it was very, very interesting to see because think about it, that he has a head on his shoulders like that. Look at what he has to go through for the rest of his life. Look at what the left and the media and everybody has done to his father, to that name for the rest of his life. He's, obviously.
And Jen said the best thing.
What?
Jen said, which one of the kids has spent the most time around Trump? It could be him.
I think so.
Because all the other kids spent time around Donald when he was building 40-year-old, 50-year-olds. This is different when you're at this phase. Mm-hmm. And you're around your dad at at the thick of things. You're living at the White House. It's like a whole different
He's the only
lens.
one that lived in let me ask you from a comedian perspective, because you guys came back, you're like, this guy is hilarious. I was like, stop it. By the way, shout out to Justin Waller, my buddy. It's good to see that he actually buttoned up one of his buttons.
Nice.
Usually it's a lot
there's
lower.
No shirt. There's no shirt, just the vest.
And I saw Colby at the Heat Game the other day. Great dude.
Colby's a G.
You know the difference between a fake laugh when a boss tells a joke and a real laugh. You're a comedian. We did comedy as well. Yeah. Legit funny or
Adam,
fake funny?
Legit to where it's Patrick, Tom. I can't really see Tom. I know he's dying laughing, and then Barron. And you know me, I don't laugh to laugh. I'm piecing it together, and I was like, holy shit.
Yep.
He's funny and ready for this. Quick. There wasn't a second.
Have you met him, Jesse?
I haven't met him, but I've heard some stories, and when this is over, I'm going to tell you one of the funniest Barron Trump stories.
I can't wait.
I cannot tell it here because it's too good. But I'll tell you later.
Really?
It's good.
So, Vinny, who's funnier, Barron Trump or Tom Ellsworth? Two of the funniest guys I know.
Tough.
Oh, my God.
You can't put him on the spotlight.
I can't. That's embarrassing, but,
I mean, you're talking about a guy that's a professional comedian in Silicon Valley for engineers and
Bro, they still talk about him in Silicon Valley. He's the word. They talk about the biz doc.
But it's different.
Exactly. 87%.
To understand Tom's jokes, you need a minimum of an MBA. If you don't have an MBA, Tom's joke requires, he doesn't do jokes for a bachelor's degree.
Oh, yeah, no.
Let alone people without a degree. Are you kidding me? His jokes are required.
Yes.
Because Tom will tell you after the joke. Like, you're staring at Tom. He's like, you don't get it? I'm like, Tom, I joined the military.
Why don't you go to school for 8 years to understand that joke?
You know what's interesting? One of the things Barron said, and Jesse, I want to ask you something. One of the things Barron said was, hey, I'm 18 years old now, so now I can get arrested for things. There's a lot of things that go on. But I know that now the media is going to, that certain outlets in the media are going to take the gloves off and do things. During the Obama administration, that administration was very protective of social media. And we've seen things where reporters have indicated you have no idea. They actually threatened, to pull press corps coverage from a network if some network person at the Milwaukee affiliate, covered or had pictures of the Obama kids. Did you hear that when you were at Fox? Was there a real chokehold being put on the media?
That's good. That's with everybody, but that's with the Bush daughters too, and they probably partied harder than Malia and Sasha. And they were a little older. And so, and so, yes, of course. And they were that way for Chelsea as well. And you always have to be like that. You have to be really, really hardcore when it comes to protecting your family in the White House when that kind of press scrutiny is just exacting and could be damaging to the children.
For the people that are watching the podcast today who want a signed copy of this book, there's 3. Here's what we're doing. Anybody who goes on vtmerch.com and places an order for $50 or more, a minimum of $50, you go to vtmerch.com, place your order. You can buy Future Looks Bright hat, whatever you may order. We're going to give you a PBD Podcast Future Looks Bright mug. We're going to put in a pin and a keychain. And 3 of you on Tuesday will do a raffle to give away those 3 signed copies. But you got to go to vtmerch.com and place an order for a minimum of $50. The first 100 will be part of that raffle.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.